Ace Hardware in Everett and Lake Stevens will help you find what you're looking for and offer friendly advice too. Owners Greg and Christine are all about serving their customers and their community. They support local high school sports and many other community organizations and events. So the next time you need help with your to-do list or project around the house, bring it to Ace. They'll greet you at the door and help you find whatever you need fast. Show your support for locally owned businesses. Shop Ace Hardware just off Highway 9 in Lake Stevens and Evergreenway in Everett. Ace is the place for the helpful hardware folks.
Well, tonight it's a battle between two eager teams trying to restore their identity, one of which in the Lynnwood Royals trying to recapture their nostalgic preeminence that they once possessed over the majority of the competition in the state of Washington, sometimes even overall competition. The other in the Jackson Timberwolves trying to restore their classification as one of the top 12 to 16 teams in the state of Washington as well. Tonight, it's a matchup between two West Coast teams. It's a matchup we have in store for you right here on STSPN. Good evening, everyone, and welcome into Jackson High School. I'm David Gillespie as we get set for tip-off for this matchup with Lynnwood starting off with a possession. We'll have Amaya Kirkman take the ball at the top of the key, trying to set up the offense, and a turnover ensues with Jackson recovering the ball. And a three attempt right there, that time by Olivia Skibble, who's unable to get it to go. And Jackson rallying back with another turnover that they forced upon Lynnwood. This time, Alexa Martin trying to go up in the lane, unable to get the shot to go. For Amaya Kirkman dishes it out over to Mia Jones, unable to get her shot as well. Jackson taking the ball up the court, trying to go maybe for another three. Nope. Instead, pushing foul ensues. It looks like it will be Jackson ball still. We'll have Megan Madison taking the ball out. And she finds her girl in Olivia Skibble, who's unable to get the shot to go down in the low post. Kirkman driving into the lane, trying to do a little shake under. Trying to create a little magic with the dream shake right there. Shout out to Akeem Olajuwon on that one. But she gets a couple free throw attempts as a result of the foul. She gets her first one to sink. And the second one as well. Lynnwood up 2-0 early on in the first. First 2 points of the game. Out of bounds, Jackson. Be Lynnwood basketball. That time, Lauren Schilberg stepping out of bounds. They'll have Caitlin Kessinger inbounding the ball. Lynnwood trying to regain its glory from a few years ago where they were a top-notch state contender with 4 consecutive state places, including a state championship in 2015. Last year they made it to the regional round and unfortunately lost to Stanwood with their season cut short as a result. As look like right there, Amaya Kirkman with the basket. And a foul or a travel is called on Jackson. And that will allow Lynnwood to regain possession. Caitlin Kessinger inbounding the ball, rather. Mia Jones taking it up court. And another turnover as Jackson's defense stepping it up big time. All the way into the lane right there. A great effort right there from Alexa Martin. who gets the shot on the fast break, but a foul is called. A travel, actually. So it will be Jackson basketball again. A couple costly turnovers to start the game for the Royals. But Jackson taking control at their home court. And Jackson finds someone down in the low post, Lauren Schilberg, but unable to get the shot to go. And a pushing foul is called on on Schilberg, rather, with a couple free throws for her. These free throws brought to you by Gamut 360 Holdings and Speedway Chevrolet. Gets the first one to knock down and the second one too. We got ourselves a tie ball game right now. The 6-minute mark early in the first. Mia Jones taking the ball up the court, finding Amaya Kirkman, driving in the lane, and gets the shot to go. Kirkman making her impact known early. And this time, Jackson gets a bucket of their own thanks to Mac Koenig. Mia Jones trying to slow the tempo down and get themselves in control so they don't force any more turnover, or allow any more turnovers, rather. Kirkman trying to get something going with a crossover, but unable to do so. Dishes it out to Mia Jones, who is fouled with a legal use of hands foul called on the play. She will take the ball out of bounds. Maya Kirkman, who is expected to step up big for this team as star guard Nakia Boston out with an injury for her second consecutive game. Trying to get the three to go, but unable to get it. And a foul is called, a holding foul. And Jackson will get the ball back. But yeah, Amaya Kirkman, just an impressive player to say the least. Averaged 13 points, 5.5 rebounds, 2.2 assists, and a steal per game last year. Shooting 42% from three-point land. And had 34 points against Kamiak in their season opener. As that time Jackson gets the bucket to go, thanks to Alexa Martin. She had 34, as I was saying, against Kamiak in their season opener, and then 27 against Bothell, including 4 free throws in the final 17 seconds of the game to seal the win, as a traveling foul is called on Lynnwood. And Megan Madison, second team All-Wesco player for Jackson, inbounds the ball and gets the ball back herself before dishing it down in the low post. That time, Olivia Skibble. Skibble, their star player, a North Dakota State commit to play basketball when she graduates. Averaged almost 14 points a game last year. Mia Jones shaking off a defender, almost gets the basket to go, but it bounces off the rim with Amaya Kirkman, the three to go. Maya Kirkman taking care of business early on in this one. And it looks like they're going to maybe call a foul on Lynnwood, I'm guessing. Looks like the refs are trying to sort this out. There may be an issue. Yeah, they're sorting out the foul call and which direction the possession will go. It'll actually be Lynnwood basketball. The travel foul was called. Maya Kirkman taking the ball up court with Mac Koenig guarding her. And Mia Jones called on a travel herself, as we've had numerous traveling fouls called early on in this one. Madison inbounding the ball to Koenig. Takes it out to the wing, finds Madison for three, but unable to get the basket to go. Rebound, though, from Skibble, and a pushing foul is called on her. She will have 2 free throw attempts at the line. Gets the first one to go. They will sub in a couple players. Looks like we have Samantha Clotter coming in, along with Haley Hjort. Both presences in the low post for the Jackson girls basketball team. Maya Kirkman receives the ball, trying to regain control of it. She brings the ball up court. And a shot from mid-range, unable to go. That time, Jaden Angel. It looks like a foul is called against Caitlin Kessinger of Lynnwood, where Jackson will regain control of the basketball. And a 3 attempt right there, and it is good from Koenig. Amaya Kirkman trying to get her team back in control of this one as they've coughed up the lead and now fall to a deficit of 5. And a pushing foul called against Jackson. This one called against Haley Hjort. Lynnwood trying to find an opening in the lane, but they're going to bring it out. And a turnover ensues with Koenig driving the ball down in the low post. Gets a foul called on her, and 2 free throws will be awarded as a result. Gets the first one to go. But rims out the second one. And Jackson pressing on Lynnwood, but almost didn't mean anything with Amaya Kirkman. Gets the putback to go. Skibble from 3. She's got it. Really stepped up her 3-point game. According to head coach Corey Gibb, said her growth has been incredible, to say the least. And Lynnwood trying to respond with Jaden Angel, but unable to get the shot, and a jump ball ensues. And they will sub in Abby Grayson for Jackson, but a timeout is called. And we're going to take a quick commercial break and be back with more action from here at Jackson High School.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do-It-Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Back here at Jackson High School with a score 18-11. The home team Jackson Timberwolves leading this one over the Lynnwood Royals. Koenig trying to get something going down low post, brings it back out to the corner where Grayson will take control. They will reset the offense. This time Skibble over to Koenig. Koenig with a lot of usage early on in this one as Skibble is found by Koenig for the layup. Again, quite a bit of adversity. Lynnwood starting off the season with, unfortunately, as they did last year, losing a couple of their key players. 3 unable to go from Abby Grayson, and a jump ball ensues. But Jackson losing 5 seniors last year, including their wing players in Anna Gambish and Brianna Williams, their guards in Jaden Kinchin and Thalia Timoteo, along with their point in Sydney Carter. So quite a bit of loss there, but Lynnwood, 7 seniors themselves, including 2 that were out to start the season last year that caused quite a bit of adversity. As Lynnwood unable to get the shot to go. Traveling foul called against Jackson. Lynnwood will inbound the ball with Caitlin Kessinger. Kirkman taking the ball up the court with Koenig guarding her full on from the moment she got the ball inbounds to her. And a turnover, another one with Skibble driving into the lane. But they get the rebound with Koenig getting the 2 as well. And she turns the ball over with another layup. How about that? Koenig tearing it up early on in this one. Almost gets another steal too, that time by Abby Grayson, but ball called out of bounds and will still be Lynnwood possession. Jackson with their full court press in the first quarter, making Lynnwood feel it. Up 24-11 at the end of one. We'll be back with more action right after this.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow-through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Back here at Jackson High School, the beginning of the second quarter with the Timberwolves defending their den 24-11. Jackson in possession to start off the quarter as well. Got Riley Mechanic coming in to the game with a 3 right there from Megan Madison, but unable to go. And a rebound for Lynnwood. Mia Jones taking the ball up the court, trying to go up, gets fouled hard on the play. Pushing foul will result in 2 free throws awarded for Jones. Once again, this free throw brought to you by Speedway Chevrolet. As Mia misses the first one. Be numerous substitutions for Jackson. And a jump ball foul is called. They will give the possession to Lynnwood, with Jones taking the ball out Finds Lynnwood trying to set up the offense, and a turnover ensues. Koenig again taking the ball down inside the low paint. Gets a shot blocked. Mia Jones with the block right there on Rather, that was Samantha Clotter who had the shot blocked. And they will have Skibble come out, along with Haley Hjort and Abby Grayson. Couple free throws for Samantha Clotter. They will also have Clotter come out now, with Riley Mechanic coming in for the substitution. Jones trying to get the offense going. Amaya Kirkman tries to get the long two to go, but unable to get it going. Hayden Angel takes a shot of her own. Jackson driving the ball up the court. Head coach Gibb calling out for his team to reset the offense. Trying to find an opening, and they're going to go for three. But it bounces out. Alexa Martin unable to get the three to go. And a foul against Mia Jones, where she will inbounds the ball. Amaya Kirkman driving into the lane. Gets the shot to go. Kirkman, certainly a bright spot for this Lynnwood offense despite their 11-point deficit now at the 6:15 mark in the second quarter. Jackson going for three. Megan Madison unable to get it to go. Jackson continuing to put the pressure on the Lynnwood offense with their full court press. Mia Jones finds Kirkman, almost gets the three, but it rims out. Jackson trying to set up another three. But again, Megan Madison unable to get it to go. A jump ball is called with the possession going back to Jackson. But Jackson finishing 12-11 last year under a different head coach in Dwayne Morris, who resigned after 3 years. Ended up finishing, again, 12-11 and 9-7 in district. Where at districts they ended up losing in the opening round, 56-38. As that time, Alexa Martin gets the two to go. They lost in the opening round to Mariner, 56-38. Ended up beating Monroe in the consolation first round, 60-49, before ultimately losing to Mariner in double elimination, 56-50. And a foul is called. Holding foul. And they will have a couple free throw attempts for Lauren Schilberg. But yeah, and the head coach leading that Mariner charge last year, Corey Gibb, who's now the head coach for Jackson. Led Mariner to their first postseason win in districts in 20 years with their win over Jackson. Gibb, a graduate of Western Washington University for Masters of Education and Bachelor's in Physical Education. Also studied a bit at Eastern Washington. Was voted WESCO 4A Girls Basketball Coach of the Year during the 2017 to 2018 season. Mia Jones trying to get the offense going. A traveling foul, another one against Lynnwood. It's got to be at least the fifth one now. Called against Lynnwood. Koenig taking the ball up the court. And a three attempt from Madison gets it to go. 29-13 now. Jackson leading this one. Kirkman trying to get a shot of her own. Gets awarded with 2 free throws on the foul. Blocking foul called against Alexa Martin on that one. Kirkman unable to get the first free throw to go. Jackson eager to get back into the mix of the state tournament. Haven't been to the state tournament since 2012. And Jackson getting control of the basketball yet again. With Koenig taking it up the floor. This time Skibble fed down low for the layup to go. Jackson doing a good job stretching the floor, whether it's from behind the arc or down in the low post, as Kirkman does some action down in the low post herself right there. Jackson with Megan Madison trying to find an opening down the lane. Called on a traveling foul. Looked a little questionable to me on that one simply because of the contact that was made on that one. Mia Jones driving the ball up the court. And a steal right there from Koenig. Who else would it be? To Skibble for the layup. And a timeout is called by Jackson as they continue their trek up 33-15 at the 3:26 mark. We'll be right back after this.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
Back here at Jackson High School. Jackson takes the timeout. That timeout sponsored by McDaniel's Do-It Center in Snohomish. Lynnwood inbounding the ball, rather. Caitlin Kessinger. Pushing foul will result in a couple free throws for Amaya Kirkman. A lot of fouls called already in this one. With each team with at least 7 fouls. Lynnwood with 8. Koenig taking the ball up the floor with Skibble. Getting called on the travel. Looked a little questionable to me, but we have seen, frankly, a lot of travel calls made appropriately thus far tonight. Certainly they have a better angle than we do. Jones with the spin. And a blocking foul, too, so she'll get a couple free throws. And now both teams are knotted up with 8 fouls apiece thus far in the game. Jones gets the second free throw to go. Koenig will take the ball up the court. Jackson doing a good job of distributing the basketball with Skibble trying to charge into the lane. Can't get the shot to go. Jones trying to feed it down under, but a turnover ensues with Jaden Angel, with Lawrence Schilberg. Another couple points for Jackson. Jones over to Kirkman at the wing. Trying to cross over her defender. And another turnover ensues. Jackson recovering yet again. Madison starting the ball off. Feeding it down low thanks to Koenig, but he gets swatted away as Haley Hjort unable to convert. Skibble will take the ball, try with a score of her own, and she gets it to go. Why not? Feed your leading scorer in Olivia Skibble. Kirkman out of the corner, trying to find someone to distribute the ball to. She finds Jones. Jones with a slick pass for the mid-range two. That time, Emily Weibark. What a pass that was from Mia Jones. Skibble unable to reach the basket with an air ball. And Lynnwood gets the basketball back. And a block shot right there. That time, Alexa Martin. And a couple substitutions with Abby Grayson and Samantha Clotter coming in. Mia Jones inbounding the ball. And a turnover ensues as a result of the inaccurate pass. But as I said, Lynnwood losing 7 seniors last year, including their star low post force and Kia Crawford, as long as Valerie Bell, both of which didn't even get a play, sadly, in their senior year. Both ended up succumbing to season-ending knee injuries, which may have contributed to why they didn't end up placing as high in state, because the previous 4 years, they were state placers. They also lose Rachel Welsh, who averaged almost 12 points a game and almost 2.5 steals per game as well. Abby Douglas, Liz Jones, Vang Vo, and Kau Pialani. Jackson inbounding the ball. Koenig will take it up the floor. Koenig, a huge reason why Jackson is almost up by 20 points now. Clotter inbounding the ball over to Skibble. Just a little less than a minute to go, a little less than 45 seconds to go, rather, in the second quarter. That time, Koenig trying to get the layup to go off the finger roll, but unable to convert. Holding foul called on Jackson. We'll send Amaya Kirkman to the line. That foul called against Olivia Skibble. She gets her first free throw to go. And Amaya Kirkman, also an excellent student, averaging a 3.8 GPA. The highest on the team, at least a 3.8 GPA, rather. And Hjort gets the ball over to Abby Grayson. Finds her open girl in Matt Koenig, unable to get the three from the corner. Lynnwood will start again with the basketball. With just 7 seconds to go at the end of the first half. And Skibble, with time expiring, they're not able to get the shot to go. And we will come to the conclusion of the first half. The Timberwolves defending their den in this one through the first 16 minutes of the game, 37-21 over Lynnwood. We'll be back with more action following the halftime right here at Jackson High School.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
When you shop at Ace Hardware in Everett and Lake Stevens, we'll help you find what you're looking for and offer friendly advice too. Owners Greg and Christine are all about serving their customers and their community. They support local high school sports and many other community organizations and events. So the next time you need help with your to-do list or project around the house, bring it to Ace. They'll greet you at the door and help you find whatever you need fast. Show your support for locally owned businesses. Shop Ace Hardware just off Highway 9 in Lake Stevens and Everett Greenway in Everett. Ace is the place for the helpful hardware folks. Outlet Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
NBA 3 buffer. He just absolutely drains that one.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
Welcome back here at Jackson High School as we get set for the beginning of the second half with Jackson leading 37-21 over the Lynnwood Royals. Story of the first half, anywhere you look really, I mean, Matt Koenig stepping up big with 12 points. Olivia Skibble with 14 of her own. Jackson's defense constantly forcing turnovers with their full press court defense. And also just struggled for in terms of maintaining discipline when it comes to not traveling the basketball. Significant control of this one at their home court. The players taking the court, getting ready for the second half tip-off. Or second half inbounds, rather, I should say. But again, Lynnwood dealing with the adversity of losing their star player for the second consecutive game in Nakia Boston. who is not playing tonight. Lynnwood starting with possession to begin the second half. Mia Jones starting in the lane, finds Hayden Angel, who chucks the ball up, but he goes out of bounds. With Jackson, basically the one-girl wrecking crew in the first half for Lynnwood. Really their only bright spot of that first half, with them being down by double digits. She had 17 points through the first 16 minutes. Turnover, Matt Koenig with numerous steals in the first half, and she gets the mid-range jumper as well. Koenig been everywhere offensively and defensively. Skibble, of course, the primary go-to offensive weapon. With 14, including a big three-pointer as well. A block shot right there. That time, Lawrence Schilberg with a big block over Jaden Angel. A foul is called against Jackson. Lynnwood will inbounds the ball. Caitlin Kessinger finding Mia Jones in the backcourt. Mia trying to slow the offense down so they can get something going and get themselves back into the game. Mid-range jumper from Amaya Kirkman. She gets the rebound, but unable to get the putback score. Megan Madison right there finding Alexa Martin. And Alexa Martin is a little shaken up, wincing in pain in the backcourt. This does not look good, as she is pretty broken up about it. Something in her knee, it appears to be. But we'll keep it here. She's able to be carried off the court. Alexa Martin, who had 6 points in the first half, including forcing a couple key turnovers. Going to be an unfortunate loss if she's unable to play for the remainder of the game. Hopefully she is okay, though. And a turnover with Amaya Kirkman leading the charge from mid-range, but unable to get the shot to go. And Megan Madison down low gets the rebound after the first failed shot and gets fouled, And will go to the line. Madison, a second-team All-Wesco 4A vote last year. Her and Olivia Skibble, arguably the 1-2 punch of the team. Olivia more so the star player at the 4 spot, while Madison primarily at the 2. Koenig forcing the turnover and a 3-shot attempt from Sammy Clotter, but unable to go, and they get the rebound. Koenig faking the 3, decides to go in the lane, gets the shot to go. Koenig again. Called her name a lot in the first half. Expected to call her name a lot in the second half, too. A pushing foul will allow her to shoot 2 free throws and extend their lead up by at least 22. Gets the free throw to go. Now doubled Lynnwood's score at the 5:46 mark of the third quarter. A steal right there. Lauren Schilberg wide open and gets the layup to go. Jackson doing a fantastic job tonight defensively, forcing turnovers from an injury-plagued Lynnwood Royals team. It's trying to do their best to help out Amaya Kirkman, who's really taking control for the most part of the game on Lynnwood's side. Mia Jones inbounding the ball. She will get the ball back as Schilberg almost steals the ball yet again. And a shot clock violation will turn the ball over back to Jackson.
You know, Dave, what it appears to me is that Lynnwood just doesn't want to shoot. They think they've got one player on there that wants to shoot. The rest of them
They've been leaning a lot on Amaya Kirkman. And really her and Nakia Boston took a lot of control of the team's offense last year as Schilberg gets the put back to go. And they haven't found a lot of options outside of those two. And with Nakia Boston out, you're putting a lot of pressure on Kirkman to take control of the game. Mia Jones called with a foul. And Madison will inbounds the ball over to Koenig. Sammy Clotter finding her go-to player, and Olivia Skibble, who finds an opening in the lane, goes up for the layup, but is fouled on the play. Legal use of hands, and that will send her to the line. For those of you just tuning in, 4:18 mark, Jackson up 50-23. And Jackson's third matchup of the season, or excuse me, second matchup of the season. Lynnwood's third. First missed free throw, though. Skibble gets the second one to go down. Mia Jones taking the ball up the court, trying to get something going herself. Post unable to get it. Deflection off of Lynnwood will maintain possession for Jackson. Skibble finds Koenig out in the high post. And a fight for the basketball between Lauren Schilberg and Taylor Staheli will still maintain possession for Jackson. Megan Madison taking a chance from it looked like a long two, and they are going to give her a long two. Not a three, she was in front of the line. Mia Jones again looking to Amaya Kirkman to get things going. She's fouled on the play and will take a couple free throw attempts. Kirkman again, 17 points in the first half. Certainly their bright spot thus far tonight. Gets the first free throw to go. And the second one rims out, with Jackson getting control of the basketball again. Matt Koenig down low to Lauren Schilberg, but a traveling foul is called against Schilberg. They've been calling that all night against both sides. Amaya Kirkman once again taking control of the basketball. Mia Jones with a shot from three-point land, unable to go though. Kirkman taking a shot of her own. Another failed attempt. And a pushing foul called against Lynnwood. Will turn the ball over. But again, Lynnwood, through a 4-year stretch, were just as dominant as they come, placing 6th in the state 2 years ago, including a state title in 2015, with just an incredible cast of talent. Megan Madison tries to get the three to go. Out of bounds. Possession will go back to Jackson. But a team with Michaela Pivek, who averaged 20 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3.5 steals per game. Just an incredible dominant team right back then, and trying to regain that power once again. A timeout is called on Jackson, and we're going to take a quick commercial break in the meantime.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do-It-Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Back here at Jackson High School, with the Timberwolves in control of this one by a wide margin, up 53-24 against the Lynnwood Royals. David Gillespie here, providing the coverage of tonight's Wesco matchup. And a deflection off Mia Jones will keep the possession for Jackson. Gets it over to Haley Hjort. Megan Madison will take a mid-range shot. Unable to get it to go, though. Hjort with a shot of her own. But that one looked like it may have even airballed. Lynnwood will recover possession. And try to get something going offensively. Mia Jones scrambling for the basketball, but Hjort right there, not flinching one bit with control. And Koenig with the charge in the lane for the layup to go. Nice little finger roll touch by Koenig. And Lynnwood, a jump ball. Looked like Jackson was on very close to recovering possession and forcing another turnover. They've done so much tonight. A couple of substitutions as Megan Madison and Olivia Skibble will come out. Jackson finding the opening down in the lane. That time, Samantha Clotter with a good shot. And Lynnwood responds with one of their own, thanks to Taylor Staheli, who gets the layup to go. And a stolen basketball, thanks to Maya Kirkman, who feeds it to Mia Jones and gets the layup to go. Koenig lucky to not allow a turnover right there with a deflection, that time off of Alexa Martin, off of Chelsea Macias, rather. A good deflection by Koenig to force Lynnwood's offense to reset. Brandon Newby in his second year at the helm of Lynnwood. Led them to a regional appearance last year, which will qualify as a state appearance, but unable to make it to the round of 12 with a loss. Newby himself, a 94 Lynnwood graduate, coming in, taking control following the 2016-2017 season after Brent Hudson had retired, who decided to call it quits after just a couple years. Said he was a little tired and wanted to just take a break. And Newby trying to get this team back on track. with what they once were. Jackson distributing the basketball, what they've done so well tonight, that's really thrown off Lynnwood defensively. And this time, Abby Grayson with a chance at three, unable to get it to go. Amaya Kirkman rebounding the basketball. A newbie, previously an assistant at Mariner High School. Earned a master in special education down in the Southern California area. Has some previous high school head coaching experience where he coached for Joshua Springs High in Napa Valley in California. And a blocking foul is called on Mia Jones. That time Abby Grayson with the foul. Mia Jones will go to the line. But yeah, Coach Newby, a real go-getter, likes to get things going in the offseason early. That was his goal coming in. Where they took part in several tournaments shortly after meeting him. Has a bachelor's degree in history at Northwest College, where he also played some college basketball in Kirkland. And a 3-year varsity letterer when he was leading the Royals. Jackson up 57-30. In control of this one as we go to the final 8 minutes of the game. We'll be right back with more here at Jackson High School.
When you shop at Ace Hardware in Everett and Lake Stevens, we'll help you find what you're looking for and offer friendly advice too. Owners Greg and Christine are all about serving their customers and their community. They support local high school sports and many other community organizations and events. So the next time you need help with your to-do list or project around the house, bring it to Ace. They'll greet you at the door and help you find whatever you need fast. Show your support for locally owned businesses. Shop Ace Hardware just off Highway 9 in Lake Stevens and Everett Greenway in Everett. Ace is the place for the helpful hardware folks.
Welcome back here at Jackson High School as we approach the beginning of the fourth quarter in this one. The Jackson Timberwolves almost doubling the score of the Lynnwood Royals, up 57-30. We get started with the final 8 minutes of action. Jackson finding their opening, whether it be from three-point land or down low in the lane. They've done so well tonight, but unable to get the rebound off the shot right there. As that time, Emma Merwin unable to get the shot to go. Lynnwood responding with a bucket of their own. Merwin, again, going in the lane, gets the layup to go. Merwin getting active early on in the fourth quarter. Amaya Kirkman with a chance at three, but it will not go. And Jackson will sub in Megan Madison while taking out Abby Grayson. Lynnwood with a couple subs of their own. They take out Chelsea Macias in exchange for Emily Weibark. Kirkman out from the corner for the mid-range two, but again unsuccessful. And Jackson with a mid-range shot right there. Riley Mechanic. Mia Jones looking again to Kirkman, their go-to player from mid-range. The high post, again, unable to get it to go. Just has not been her luck tonight, despite several openings, several open good looks to take the shot. But really struggled to get those shots to come down in the second half. Mechanic take the ball out. And a turnover off of a botched recovery by Emma Merwin will allow Lynnwood regain possession. Mia Jones ends up tripping, and a turnover as a result. Timeout is taken. Looks like by Lynnwood. And this timeout brought to you by Rairdon's Dodge Chrysler Jeep of Monroe. Proud to be an automotive leader in your area. Since opening the doors, Rairdon's Dodge Chrysler Jeep of Monroe has kept a firm commitment to their customers. They offer a wide selection of vehicles and hope to make the car buying process as quick and hassle-free as possible. Rairdon's Dodge Chrysler Jeep of Monroe is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Jackson up 61-32 at the 6:20 mark. And stay tuned after the game where we'll have our fundraising player of the game, adrenaline fundraising player of the game, presumably of Jackson, where I'm thinking maybe Olivia Skibble, who's had an outstanding game, or Matt Koenig. Matt Koenig has been outstanding on both sides of the floor. Stay tuned for that, though, after the game, as Koenig takes a shot from 3, but unable to get it to go. And Mia Jones regrouping her offense to just try to create some sort of run to close out this game. Looks like Kirkman a little shaken up on the play, but she's good to go. Jackson recovering the basketball. And over to Haley Hewitt, who tries to go up for the score down the low post, but unable to do so, and a traveling foul is called against Jackson. We've seen that quite a bit tonight from both sides. Certainly something that's plagued Lynnwood offensively too. But in addition, also being without their star player, Nakia Boston, who averaged 17 points a game last year. And relying on Amaya Kirkman to carry the load in the meantime. Looks like Lynnwood will be inbounding the ball. And a good deflection by Haley Hewitt, but ends up getting back into the hands of Taylor Staheli of Lynnwood. And they will restart the inbound. The 5:11 mark. Timberwolves up 61-32. Jackson finding the open person, that time in Emma Merwin. He's got at least 4 in the fourth quarter already. Mia Jones up against Merwin. Gets bounced out of bounds. Another turnover. Mia Jones having a rough night with several turnovers and fouls of her own. Jackson trying to slow the offense down. Or maybe not, going for Haley Hewitt down in the low post. Certainly caught me off guard right there. Looked like they were just taking a breather a little bit, but they're putting their foot on the gas pedal, that's for sure. Looks like a foul is called, that time against Emily Weibark for a holding foul. And that will send Riley Mechanic to the line. First free throw is unsuccessful. And Maya Kirkman taking the ball up the court with a fumble right there from Lynnwood. And a stolen ball by Riley Mechanic, who's got a wide open lane. Unable to get the shot as Mia Jones catches up to her, but gets called for a pushing foul. And Mechanic will go back to the line. Mia Jones unhappy the way things have gone tonight, Mechanic with her free throw shot. Gets it to go. Jackson, who ended up finishing 4th in their division last year for 4A Wesco. Behind Lake Stevens, Glacier Peak, and Kamiak. But when it came to districts, had a bit of a rough outing, losing to Mariner twice, who bounced them out of the championship round and the consolation round for the conclusion of their season. Again, Coach Corey Gibb, the leader of that Mariner squad from last year, now taking the helm here at Jackson. Well, Jackson coming up has got Arlington. They're going to be heading over to Arlington. Continuing their stretch of Wesco teams. Had a close loss to Shorecrest, only lost by 4. Team that they had beat last year was one of the more impressive wins. As a pushing foul is called against Lynnwood, and that will send Jackson to the free throw line, where Emily Schilberg, or Lauren Schilberg, excuse me, rather, will be taking a couple free throw attempts. Or excuse me, Samantha Clotter, I thought I saw 22, was actually 21. Sinks the first free throw. But unable to get the second one to go down. Kirkman with a huge pass over to the corner. Hayden Angel back over to Kirkman for 3, but that bounces out. And it's just been a rough night overall shooting for Lynnwood. And a hard foul against Kirkman right there will send Riley Mechanic to the line. Unable to get the first free throw to go is Riley Mechanic. And Matt Koenig will be taking her breather for the night with a stellar performance, a big reason why they've been so dominant tonight defending their den. Here at Jackson High School. Maya Kirkman with a attempt from the corner for 3, but no good. Jackson gets possession of the basketball with just a little over 2:35 to go in this one. Grayson trying to shake off her defender. And Emily Weibark. And Madison with the layup. Megan Madison. Couple key buckets tonight. Weibark trying to go for a 3 of her own. Unable to do so. Holding foul is called against Abby Grayson. And Hayden Angel for Lynnwood will inbounds the ball. Kirkman with a chance at 3 from the corner, but unable to get it to go. Mechanic with a rebound over to Clotter. Grayson recovers with a 3. Almost gets it. Rebound, Megan Madison. And that'll be out of bounds, but still Jackson basketball. Grayson going for another 3 from the wing, but again, unable to get it to go. Jackson really clicking in the first half with 3-pointers. Not quite the same story in the second half, but still been able to effectively drive down in the paint. And as a result, their continued success where they're up almost by 40 points now. Mechanic called on the foul, the holding foul, which will send Amaya Kirkman to the free throw line where she gets her first one to go. But again, Lynnwood without several players tonight. Nakia Boston, Marika Kanda, Madison Steele. You have to wonder, could it be a different story had it not been with the unfortunate adversity of injuries? Jackson incomplete and under control of this one. Haley Hjort feeds it down to Megan Madison. Back over to Mechanic, and they are doing a great job of distributing the basketball, trying to find that opening. Travel called against Jackson. It'll be Lynnwood basketball once again. Kirkman taking the ball up the court. Eli Vasquez working with Kirkman, trying to find the opening as Kirkman just can not find an answer to this suffocating Jackson defense. Possession continues to be Lynnwood basketball. Kirkman called on the foul. Looks like it may have been a double dribble to me. Or excuse me, it was a holding foul. Thought maybe it was a double dribble on Kirkman. But again, but instead it's called against Jackson. And Lynnwood will maintain possession. Staheli from three. Pushing foul. Jackson gets 2 free throws with just 58.6 remaining in the game. Mechanic again from the free throw line. Been kind of half and half with her successful free throw attempts today. Gets the first one to go right now. Second one unable to get down. Amaya Kirkman. Another turnover, they're going to call the jump ball in favor of Lynnwood, where they will keep possession. Staheli from three. No good, though. And out of bounds, still Lynnwood basketball. Kirkman trying to go for three. Unable to get it to go. Pushing foul will result in 2 free throws for Hayden Angel. Now Lynnwood will be taking on Inglemore following this game on December 7th. Again, 2 big wins against Kamiak and a very close win against Bothell. Well, they only won by 1, but held them to only 48 points in the game. Hayden Angel unable to get the last free throw. Sammy Clotter over to Abby Grayson. And an unsuccessful three-pointer from Clotter that goes out of bounds. And back to Lynnwood basketball. Amaya Kirkman with the mid-range score. Finally getting that shot to go as about 5 seconds remain on the clock. And Jackson will just hold the basketball as time expires. Jackson comes away with this one with a significant margin of victory, winning 72-36, their first win of the season. Lynnwood falling to 2-1. Despite, as a result, in part because of injuries that they've had to overcome. But a big win, though, here at Jackson defending their den. And we'll come back with more action, or excuse me, with an interview, rather, with our fundraising player of the game. We'll be right back. Sure. Hang on. Great job today, by the way.
Thank you.
You guys have Inglemore coming up next, right?
We're at Arlington on Friday.
Oh, Arlington, excuse me. I was
Yeah.
thinking Lynnwood, that's right.
Ah.
Welcome back here at Jackson High School. Following a big win for Jackson, winning 72-36 over the Lynnwood Royals. The first win of the season. David Gillespie here alongside Olivia Skibble. And a big win for you guys to get to start off the season right with Wesco.
Yes.
Getting a big win against Lynnwood, taking advantage of what you guys were able to do, despite like Lynnwood, of course, not playing Nakia Boston today, not with all of their key players. And you guys clicked on both ends of the floor, whether it was offensively, defensively. What helped you find your rhythm, especially offensively with you, where you were all over the court, whether it was behind the arc or down in the low post?
Yeah, so I just try and get going with an easy like lay-in or a free throw or something, just see the ball go in first, and then it's pretty easy to find a flow after that once I know that I have my feet under me and I'm feeling good about it.
And Corey Gibb at the helm now, brand new coach for you guys.
Yes.
Talk about what it's been like adjusting to his coaching style and how it's worked for you guys this far.
It's been a really good change. I feel just like the atmosphere is more positive this year and everybody's playing for each other. It's not individual, and he's really set that, like, made that the mindset for this season, and it's really translated onto the court. We're finding the extra person, like we're running the floor, passing the ball up. It's been really nice.
And it's early on in this season. Of course, you were one of the top-notch Wesco players last year, voted first team All-Wesco at the power forward spot. Talk about what you've been working on in the offseason to really adjust as we're getting started back into this new season.
Yeah, so I've really been working on my strength and explosiveness and a lot on my shot and being more consistent with it. And, of course, just keep on working on my moves and stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, of course, you guys have Arlington coming up next.
Yes.
And what will be the key for you guys continuing that stretch of momentum that you guys have built up with this big win tonight here at Wesco and continue on your trek of success?
Yeah, so we know Arlington loves to press. We went and watched them against Lake Stevens, and they brought everybody up, and they're small guards, and they're really quick. So I think just focusing on our press break and just getting down the court fast and not letting them set up in their press.
Well, you guys played a stellar game tonight. Congratulations.
Thank
We got a
you.
T-shirt for you. For our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game, this award, of course, goes to this T-shirt, of course, goes to Olivia Skibble for her performance tonight. And a big win for Jackson in their second matchup of the season. Again, going to Arlington December 7th. And Jackson really eager to get back into the state tournament. It's been a couple years.
Yeah, it's looking really good for us. I think our whole mindset is one game at a time, and we know that we can get there. We just have to trust ourselves and take it one game at a time, and just focus on the game at hand.
Well, again, congratulations for your
Thank
performance
you.
tonight, Olivia. Olivia Skibble, our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game, and that'll about do it for us here at Jackson High School with a big win for the Timberwolves, 72-36 over the Lynnwood Royals. On behalf of Olivia Skibble, our interviewee, my producer, and Todd Elvig, I'm David Gillespie saying so long here from Jackson High School. We'll see you next time here on STSPN.
NBA 3 bucket. He just absolutely drains that one.